Hey, it's Tanya, and I thought I would do an in-depth share of my documented December or December daily, because I did not do any process videos for it. I did it mainly while I was away, and so I didn't have my camera set up, bloody blah. I am using a Simple Stories little album, which my friend Arit actually very nicely sent to me. Gosh, I think it was probably last year when we were going to do December daily, and I never did it. Naughty girl, but yes, I got to use it now. So let's just get on with it, shall we? I love this photograph. I don't know if you can come up a bit closer there. I love it because it's got my silhouette there. It was on the wall of a restaurant, I think in Slovenia, and I just, you know, it just epitomized this time of year, so I was very happy with that, and I kept it simple. I put a few of the stars and a heart in 2017 on it, and I backed it with one of the patent papers. So yeah, I figured that was nice and simple, and what I did is, I don't recall who I heard it from, but it sounded like a great idea to me, is the idea that you take one photograph from the day which epitomizes the highlight of that day, and that's all you need to do, and that's all I did. I have covered this up because I don't know if they'd want their picture on YouTube, but yes, the 1st of December we went to a good friend of ours' wedding, and I love this photograph. You see me blowing bubbles. And yeah, I figured this way I could use up, and oh yes, the numbers are, a lot of them are not from the kits because I didn't get the documented December add-on. I didn't have a lot of numbers, so I had to use from my stash, which is a long-winded way of saying some of the numbers did not come in the kits. So there we go. So we've got lots of the little birds from the Maggie Holmes, and a lot of these I thought tied in so nicely. That's the program. So yeah, this I think is, there are a couple of days where I've taken 2 photographs, but not many. Mostly it's just 1 photograph. And I have used a lot of the paper. I had some of the 3x4 cards still to use. And then on the 2nd, this is when we went on our Europe trip, and we went to Crazyville. Yes. A lot of these stories I will, okay, maybe somebody can help me out here. How do you stop your little inserts from falling out like that? It's driving me nuts. I don't really want to put a sticky thing on it. I don't know. Anybody knows? Please leave me a comment about what you do if you have this problem, but they keep falling out. Anyway, yes, we went to Torino, and not sure what was going on that day, but there were people dressed as Santa Claus everywhere. Every road we turned down, there were hundreds of them all converging on one place, and we're not sure where they were converging on, but it seemed to be where we were trying to go. So yeah, we kind of gave that a miss. But I thought that was quite a cute photograph actually, and that was one of the frames that came in the kits, and that was a 4x6 card. And the letters, so that was day 2, yes, day 2. Day 3 we went to Genova, and I quite like the way that came out. I think this font lends itself to, you know, writing a word not completely straight, and I did make the arrow. So the 3rd and the 4th were in Italy. I can't remember what this little town was called, but we had a very nice toasted ham sandwich. It was lovely. And yeah, I'm just decorating with stars again, and a little house to indicate like these houses. That was just behind there is the aquarium, the Genova Aquarium, which we went around and had a lot of fun there too. Day 5 we went on an island tour, and I threw in a sweater there because, as you can see, oh yeah, gorgeous weather in Italy, absolutely gorgeous weather, but it was cold. So yep, you know, you've got your ephemera, and oh, you might have seen I did do a little share of how I documented, how I actually journaled for this holiday, and I'm going to put it into my big album. Where is it? You would have seen it. Oh, here it is, yeah. Because what I did is I added in a lot of the ephemera in here, and my story is all told here, so you'll find there's not a lot of actually journaling in this documented December. It's more picking photographs, and I just had fun doing it and I wanted to use up my kits, so I did. So again, as you can see, this font really does lend itself to that kind of, what would you say, format. There we go. And this is a really rustic place in Slovenia where we inadvertently ordered a meal for about 15 people and there were only 3 of us. There was a bit of a miscommunication there. And yes, we went up on top of a little vineyard because it's supposed to have this gorgeous view. Well, as you can see, you couldn't see a damn thing because the fog had rolled in. So that was quite funny. Ta-da! Yes, this was the wonderful weekend I spent with my friend Arit, and you can see, gosh, look at how happy we are. Sorry, my lighting is terrible, so I'm going to do that. I can see, why can't I can come up. Oh, good. There we go. See? Can you see how crazy happy we seem to be? Insanely crazy happy. Well, we were, A, because we got to meet each other, and B, we were in an art store. But I've spoken about that before. So yeah, just some little labels stuck behind. And my numbers, as you can see, my numbers are changing now. And these are a lot of the stickers, and I'm so happy I got to use a lot of the snow stickers because there was snow. And this little guy is so cute. That was the one sunny day we had in Austria. That's Graz, where Erit lives. And yeah, as you can see, I'm repeating motifs as well, like the stars, and because it all came from one kit, it's obviously coordinated colour-wise, so I've got that going on. And where are we now? We're now at the 11th, which was back in Slovenia again. Isn't that pretty? All the Christmas lights. There we go. Yep, really pretty. So then I could tie in pink, and of course the houses. I quite like what I did here actually. I cut these little houses out from one of the pattern papers, and then I strung along some, what are those? Stockings. There you go, Tanya. Strung along some stockings. And that was just a general view of one of, I think this is Ljubljana, I think. Or Ljubljana. Oh, I said Ljubljana. Twit. So yes, that's obviously where that is. There I am there. But yeah, so, you know, I made a little bit of a scene for day 12. And then day 13 is the day that we left, and we first did a little detour to Bled, which we would love to go to again, because it is absolutely fairy tale pretty, but the weather wasn't on our side. And then we had an insane drive back to the Milan airport, yes. We then had a very, very hectic time getting to the airport on time. My daughter, my oldest, she's in Scotland visiting her father and her half-sister, so obviously have to have that in here, which meant I got to use a lot of the really cute elements, and of course it's snowing, and I just threw a whole bunch of stuff on this one. I like this one. And yes, they're in Scotland. So that was day 14 and 15. Day 16, my other daughter, we went and did some bonding, and then I dropped her off, and then I just had a look at the sky on my way back, and it was just so beautiful. I had to put that there, and I stuck peace on because I just wanted to, you know, using up a lot of the stuff. That is then 17 and 18. I took another of Jessica and her baby sister, and this is where I'm starting to use my, oh, it's hooked up charging, my sprocket. I got a sprocket for Christmas and I am so pleased. I know the quality isn't the same as if you did print it out on a proper printer, but for this kind of thing I don't think there's anything wrong with it. In fact, that one looks pretty good to me. Yeah, I did edit it a little bit and made it black and white, but quality is pretty good. And she is working at this little restaurant for the holidays, so I figured I'd better put that in there. And then I just put some frames and another frame. Well, that's a wreath, isn't it, really? And there are penguins in Simonstown, so my penguin got to go on there, and I liked him. He was cute. So that was 19, day 19, then we've got day 20, again getting Jessica in here. Day 21, I got stuck in a traffic jam and I was not happy with it because this is what happens over this time of year where I live. All the tourists converge and, you know, if you happen to be working still and you come home, you get stuck in a traffic jam. But it did mean I got to use the car on there, which I thought was cute. And I will admit, I didn't have a photograph for day 22. So I just decided to stick in MasterChef Professionals because we are watching that and we are enjoying it. So I know it's a bit random to have those 3 people in my December daily, but hey, that's just how it goes. 23, we then decided, well, we didn't decide, we had already had plans, so we made the trip down to my parents' house for Christmas. And yes, again, using the patterned paper as 3x4s. 4x6s and I'm using my little sprocket because now I'm at my mum's place, and that's actually how I managed to do this. I will admit that I managed to do pretty much daily because, you know, it's a quiet time and yeah, we were all very chilled and relaxed, so I got to be able to catch up. In fact, I caught up on all of this while I was at my folks' place. So there we go, 23rd and 24th, getting these 2 little cuties on there, lots of stars. 25th, of course, was Christmas time, and I didn't take hardly any photographs, which is very naughty of me, but I figured that, you know, you've got to have the presents under the tree, and then a whole bunch of Christmas stockings once again. I must say, design-wise, this one is not the greatest, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. 26, why not have a snowman? When you go out, we went out for lunch. It was very, very nice. I do like this one because then we popped across to Gansbaai on our way home to spend a couple of days with my husband's mum and his brother and my sister-in-law, and my darling daughter is now doing, I don't know if you can see it there, but she is getting into bullet journaling, which actually makes me so pleased. It's not scrapbooking, but she's so happy with it. She's so excited about it. And then we had some lovely cocktails the next day. And we're nearly done. 29th, they're just having fun, and it was getting dark. We were having a braai for supper. And the 30th, I put this there because I finally got a parcel. You would have seen in my whole video, it took 3 months to get to me. I was very excited about it. It deserves a spot in my album and didn't really know what else to do, so I said goodbye 2017, and I'm rather proud of that photograph, so I figured I would finish it off with that. And there you have it. That is my completed December daily album. Thank you so much for watching. If you have one you'd like me to have a look at, pop a link below to your YouTube channel and I'll go along and have a look and see what you did. And I hope you have a wonderful year ahead of you, and we will chat again soon. Bye.